Hello and welcome back to Modalities Movement Therapy. Today we are looking at how we can move better with fascial release. Your fascia is the connective tissue that wraps around every muscle, joint and organ in your body. When it's healthy, it glides smoothly, helping you move freely with less restrictions and better flexibility. Stress, inactivity and dehydration can also cause fascia to become tight and sticky, restricting movement and increasing the risk of injury. The good news, you can help keep your fascial system healthy with regular movement, self-myofascial release, massage, gentle bouncing, and staying well hydrated. And don't forget to breathe. Good breathing supports core stability, improves oxygen delivery, and helps maintain better posture, making every movement more efficient. Healthy fascia is the basis of effortless movement. The more you look after it, the better your body can perform for years to come. And remember, movement is key. If you don't use it, well, you lose it. For the workout, you're going to need a high-density foam roller, and you're going to need a soft reflex ball. Even a tennis ball will do. We're going to start in standing and just taking the ball under one foot, just gently rolling that foot out. Moving around the sole of the foot, so every inch of your foundation, the sole of that foot. Prepare the body better for movement. All of the fascial lines in the body start in the feet. So we want to prepare it for better movement, releasing all those fascial lines. Now you're going to bring the ball onto the other foot or under the other foot, and nice and slowly, gently rolling. Try and squash that ball. Get a little bit deeper into the release. Do another 4, 3, 2, and just pop the ball to the side. We'll use it again just now. On the mat, you're just going to stand with the feet slightly wider than hip distance and just let's bounce. Pushing off the heels, keeping the balls of the foot into the mat. If you want to make the movement a little bit bigger, just let the arms relax and really bounce into it. Feel like a rag doll, just moving from side to side, hydrating and just releasing tension here. This is a great way to just relax into the movement, relax and shake everything out. Okay, let's bring that foam roller across the mat. And you're going to stand onto the mat, breathing in a nice upright posture, not too upright, just in a nice neutral position, breathing in. On your exhalation, tuck your chin to your chest and roll down. Walk your hands onto the mat and come down onto the knees. You're going to take the arms ahead of you and you're going to just relax and bounce the chest down. We're breathing in here. Breathe in for 4 counts, and then on your exhalation, tuck your pelvis and round your spine. Roll the roller towards your knees. You can bring the knife edge of the hands onto the roller, so little fingers on the roller, breathing in. Bounce your chest. Exhale, tuck and tilt your pelvis. So start each movement from the tailbone and round the spine. Arching again. We're going to do 2 more. And then we're going to add some arms. If you want to continue with this movement, you can. But I'd like you to try and move those arms, breathing in a nice, slow, controlled manner. As you exhale, you're rounding the spine. You're going to circle the arm. Breathing in as you open up. And now let's open up. Roll forward. And just exhale. And bounce. Breathe in again. On your exhalation, you tuck in again from the pelvis. Circle the other arm, open up, so rotate the hand, big circle with that arm, open up, let's breathe in again. Or we actually should have breathed in there and just roll down and then exhale. So take it nice and slow, breathe in again. On your exhalation, you're going to round the spine again and then change arms, circling the arm really nice and slowly, open up there and exhale as you roll down. Now we're opening up, so I want you to breathe in again, bouncing the chest down. On the exhalation, tuck and round, circle the other arm. And let's do another 2. Breathing out. And breathe in again. Exhaling. Breathing in. Exhale. Okay, now we can breathe in. And just bounce the chest down a little bit. Come back up, hands on the roller, and you're going to bring the reflex ball behind one knee. So we're just going to release the back line of the body and that muscle behind the knee. Curl the toes under. You can do both feet if you want to, and push into the balls of the feet. Don't let that little toe, don't leave it out. Let's bounce into the movement and a little bit of a wiggling from side to side. Let's bounce and wiggle. Just let your breathing normalize and wiggle a little bit. Last 2 and wiggle, and 1 more and wiggle. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Ball behind that knee, curl the toes under. Get that little toe involved. Let's open up in the pelvis and wiggle the hips from side to side. Bouncing and wiggling. Bouncing and wiggling. Do another 2 and wiggle. And another 1 and wiggle. Okay. From there, release that reflex ball, pop it to the side. You're going to take the foam roller and we're going to do this a similar thing, but this time you're not going to curl the toes under. You're going to use the hands to help guide the foam roller. You're going to sit back into the movement and you're going to roll the roller towards the heel. So it's not a big range of movement, coming up as much as you can. Now start, you're going to round the spine, but you're going to sit back into it and massage over the calves towards the heels. Good, and lift up again. We'll just do 2 more like this, massaging, rotating. So you add a little bit of weight into the roller. So you're just getting a bit deeper into the massage as you use the hands. Okay, I want you to bring the roller up and onto the heels. So, and then you're going to sit into it. And again, just wiggle. So focusing on stretching across the front of the ankles. We can open up, breathing in, and just a small tuck. And breathe in, and tuck. Do another 2, and 1. And exhale. We're going to roll the front of the legs out now. So bring the foam roller in front of you on the mat and position it just above the knees. Extend your upper body. Try and keep your elbows where they are and pull yourself forward and back with the elbows. Don't have the hands clenched together. Just relax the hands so you're not taking any strain in the shoulders. Breathing in and exhaling. So it's a nice slow movement. If you want to get deeper, You can bring one leg off the roller and just add a little bit more weight into the other side. Otherwise, if you're getting deep enough, just focus on both legs on the foam roller. If you need to walk the elbows back and forward, do so. Make sure you're pulling up in the center so you're not letting the legs lift up. You can even let the toes drag across the mat. If you're on one leg, move over to the other side, cross the other ankle over. And we're now going to reposition the foam roller next to the mat. So we're going to work along the inner thighs. So just push up onto the elbows and knees. And reposition that foam roller next to you on the mat, or the floor next to the mat. And you're going to keep that hip square, or that other leg square to the mat. So you're not going to rotate towards the roller. We want to be square to the mat. You can come into a plank position, curling the other toes under and lifting up off the knee. Otherwise, you can just rest on the leg if that makes the movement a little bit easier. The foot is either on the roller or next to the roller. You can always use your hand to guide the foam roller as well. Get right into that hip area. Really open up as much as you can. Do another 3 and 2 and the last one. And coming up onto the hands and knees, we're going to rotate to the other side. Move your foam roller if you want to, or just rotate. Knee up onto the roller and try and keep the knee in line with the hip. Come into a plank position if you can, curling the other toes under. Use the hand as well for assistance. Right into the hip. Try to keep that knee in line with the hip. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Come back onto the hands and knees. Position the foam roller across the mat again, and we're going to bring that neck onto the roller. So you're going to lie. You can keep the knees bent and the feet flat, or you can extend the legs. Hold onto the foam roller. And we're going to nod the head from side to side. Just really relaxing into the movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now a little bit of a shearing motion. That's why you're holding onto the roller. You're going to slide the head from side to side. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's rotate. So you're going to keep your neck on the foam roller, and you can either keep that bottom arm in front, or you can open up that bottom arm and bring it in line with the foam roller, so it's parallel to the foam roller, and the palm is facing down. So we're opening up across the chest. This is optional, and you're going to nod your head backwards and forwards. So I'm just rotating back, and you're opening up. You can angle the foam roller if you want to, if that gives you better range of rotation with the neck. Keep going. 4 more. And 3. So you want to try to look up and over that shoulder. 2 and 1. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So you're just going to Rotate up and over. Reposition the foam roller if you need to. Take the arm behind you if you can. Otherwise, you're just keeping that arm in front, and open up the shoulder. So you're not resting on the shoulder, but you're opening up. So you're stretching across the front of the shoulder. I want you to bring this top hand onto the foam roller, and you're going to nod the head back and forward, back and forward. When you open up, looking over the shoulder, you're going to inhale. On the exhalation, look forward. Do another 3, 2, and 1. Let's push off and bring the shoulder blades onto the foam roller. Head is resting in the hands. So make sure the weight of the head is supported by the weight of the hand. The weight of the head is supported by the hands. Let's roll the shoulder blades out. So lift your tailbone off the mat and just a gentle roll. So just ease into the release. Keep going, you've got 4 more. 3, 2, and we're now going to take it a little bit deeper. So if you want to continue with both shoulder blades on the foam roller, you can. Otherwise, just bring the elbows together, creating a bit of a hammock for the head, and rock onto one shoulder blade. And don't forget to breathe. It's going to help ease you into the release. 4 more. And 3, 2. When you're ready, rock onto the other shoulder blade. Otherwise, you stay on both sides, and one side should feel a little bit different to the other. So if you need to go back to the center, you can always alternate between the movements, just easing yourself into putting more weight into one side. Finish off. And we're going to bring the foam roller in line with the base of the shoulder blades. So you're going to keep resting the head in the hands. Now let's focus on opening up over the diaphragm. So we're breathing in. Try and open up over the foam roller. You don't have to take it all the way down, but take it as far as you feel comfortable. Challenge yourself a little bit by taking yourself out of your comfort zone, breathing in as you do that. So let your movement follow your breath. If you find that you're holding your breath, then maybe you've gone a little bit too far. Exhale and push the lower back into the mat. So again, open up as far as you can, focusing on breathing into the movement. Don't hold the breath. Now exhale, push into the mat. You can always progress to make the movement bigger as you go. If you want to, and if your lower back stays in the mat, you can lift both feet. If you find the lower back starts to come off the mat, keep the lower back there and lift one foot, then the other foot. This is all on the exhalation. Now you're going to open up again. So the feet will be back on the mat for the inhalation. Opening up. On the exhalation, lower back into the mat. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Lift either one or both feet and release the feet. This is all on the exhalation. You're ready to open up and breathe in once the feet return to the mat. Exhale, exhale. Lift the feet. If you find the roller is shifting up a little bit, lift the tailbone and move the roller back down to where it started. Breathing in. Exhale. Tilt and tuck. Lift those feet. We're going to do another 4. exhale. If you're alternating, release, exhale, keep releasing, keep breathing out. Breathe in again, exhale, alternate, one, then the other. Finish off with one more, exhaling, and lift. Okay, bring the knees together, rock yourself to a seated position. Please stay well hydrated, so drink water throughout. We're now going to sit on the foam roller, so we're going to bring the glutes onto the roller. And you're going to rock onto one side. You can either sit with the feet together and you're on one hand and you're rolling over just one buttock. So you're rocking that other buttock off the mat, off the roller. Otherwise you can, if you want to get a little bit deeper, open up the toes. Bring the fingers between the toes. Roll over the glutes. Lift that foot, getting even deeper. So you've got three options there. Focus on a nice slow and steady movement. Get right into that lower back on the side you're working on. We're going to do another 4. And 3. 2. And 1. From there, release the toes, release the foot, rock around to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. You've got those 3 options: rolling, crossing the ankle, threading the fingers between the toes, and lifting the foot up if you can and you want to get a bit deeper. Keep going. You got 4. Nice and slowly. 3. 2. And 1 more. Okay, we're going to be releasing, we're going to be working the lateral line of the body. So I want you to stay on this side and you're going to lie on your elbow. You're going to bring your hip, so my hip bone is just above the foam roller, but you may need to play around with the position because you want the feet on the mat. You're going to bring the front foot, the top foot in front, and you're going to lower onto your arm. Bend the bottom knee, and now you're going to bring that top arm and open yourself up there. So we're going to feel the stretch and the movement opening up in the hip. So we're breathing in. As you exhale, I want you to take that top leg back and the top arm forward. And I want you to try and rest the toe and the heel on the mat behind. It doesn't need to be a big movement, but I just want you to feel that opening up in the hip, lengthening into the lateral side. Let's open up again. You're breathing in. Try rest the heel down and open up that shoulder, that arm, and rock forward. Exhale. Inhale as you open up. And exhale. So you'll see the movement isn't big. It's just focusing on really lengthening into that lateral side. Breathing in as you open up. Exhaling as you rock forward. Just do another 2. And exhale. And 1 more. And exhale. Take that top hand, bring it onto the mat, and we're going to shift up and over to the other side. Rock down onto your elbow, and you're going to bring the foam roller just below the hip bone. Lower onto your arm and adjust yourself accordingly. If you find your foot is not quite on the mat,
Then you're just going to shift the foam roller slightly higher up. Then you're going to bend that bottom knee, relax the foot, take the top leg forward and try get the heel and the toes onto the mat. Then you're going to open up that top arm. If you want to bend the bottom arm and just bring the hand to support the head, you can do that as well. Feeling the lengthening into that hip, you're breathing in. On your exhalation, rock yourself forward, the upper body forward, and try and take that leg and the heel down. So if you find your heel is not dropping down, then bring the leg slightly forward, maybe adjust the foam roller a little bit as well. Breathing in here, and then exhaling. Inhaling as you open up, and exhale. Breathing in, and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Keep going, breathing in and exhale. You've got another 4, breathing in and exhale. And 3. And exhale. Finish off. For the last one. Okay, lovely. Take that hand onto the mat and we're coming onto the hands and knees. Bring the foam roller now and bring it lengthways onto the mat. You're going to be sitting on the foam roller, and you're going to bring your hands to the front of the foam roller. So if you're comfortable to sit like that, you can sit right into the foam roller. We're going to bring the hands onto the hips. Otherwise, you just take it up, but you're going to squeeze that foam roller. If you can sit right back, do so. Breathing in. On your exhalation, tucking around. Breathing in. So we're opening up and we're exhaling. Rock your hips into that open position, and then you're tucking them. Tilting the pelvis forward, and then exhaling. Another 2. And exhaling. And 1 more. And exhale. Now take the hands onto the front of the foam roller. You may need to pull it slightly back. If you're up on the knees, you make sure you're squeezing that foam roller. You're breathing in. As you exhale, rounding like we did before when we had the shoulder blades on the foam roller, you exhaling into that tuck position. Squeeze the roller with the feet and the knees. Breathe in, opening up. Now squeeze and tuck and exhale. Here we go for 3. Breathing in. Push with the hands, exhale. Squeeze with the legs. Breathing in. Squeeze, tuck, and tilt. 4 to go. Exhale. Squeeze, tuck, tilt. Last 2. And 1 more. Exhale. Now you're going to need to sit back onto the foam roller. If you're not comfortable, bring a cushion underneath the tailbone and sit back into this position. We have released the knees, so hopefully they are feeling up to this. You're going to rotate now towards one side. The opposite hand is going to come onto the foam roller. You're going to bring it in front and you're going to push with the foam roller. So as we breathe in, you're going to rotate
and look over that back shoulder. Then you're going to come into an exhalation into these oblique muscles at the waist. You're going to reposition your hands, and I want you to push against the foam roller as you exhale. You're coming into that tuck and tilt. Imagine someone's punching you in the waist. You're going to contract quickly into that rounded position. So exhale as you do that. Now breathe in, creating space. You're breathing into that space. Now change the hands, exhale. Round the spine. Good. Breathing in again. Opening up. Exhale. And use your head. Really contract into those oblique muscles. Those are the muscles that flatten the stomach. We want to breathe in. Opening up. Exhale. Into the tuck. We're going to do another 4. Breathing in. Exhaling. Tuck and contract. Last 2. Exhale. And 1 more. And exhale. Have a drink of water, and then we're going to reposition onto the other side. Okay, hands on the foam roller behind and in front. We're breathing in. Look over that shoulder. Change the position of the hands as you push, contract, and exhale. Opening up again, breathing in. And exhale. Here we go for 3. And exhale. Breathe in for 4. And exhale. 4 to go. Opening up. Really use that hand to assist you get into more of a rotation. Exhale. Another 3. Exhale. Breathing in. Last 1. And exhale. Okay. Coming on, staying on the knees and bringing that foam roller in front of you. You're now going to, so I'm going to show you from this angle. What we're going to do is keep the knees apart, and we're going to sit back into this position. But as you sit back into this position, you're going to rotate to one knee. You're going to open up so the toes are pointing away, and you're going to sit back into the other side. You're going to roll the roller ahead of you, and I want you to feel, especially this lateral stretch where the knee is lifted. You're going to rock forward as much as possible, and now breathing into the movement. So you're breathing in. On your exhalation, I want you to drop the chest down, roll the roller ahead of you, and feel more lengthening into the lateral side. As these muscles between the ribs shorten, you should feel more lengthening into that side. So you're breathing in, and on the exhalation, feel more length. We're going to do another 2 in this position, breathing in and exhale. For 1 more, and exhale. Come back forward onto the knees, and you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So adjust the hands more towards the knee. You're going to lean into, rotate the other hip into that open position, and sit back onto this knee. Reach the arms forward as you breathe in. As you exhale, lengthen even more.
The lifted knee, try and push it back a little bit more, and then you'll feel that lateral stretch increasing. Exhaling. Let's breathe in and exhale. Last one. And exhale. Come forward onto the knees, and let's just alternate from one side to the other. So you can lean the roller, take the roller slightly ahead of the shoulders, and you're going to rotate again to the first side. Sit back as you exhale. Breathe in and exhale. If you want to speed the movement up a little bit, go ahead. Let's do another 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1 more. Coming back onto the knees, and if you want to continue with that movement, I want to challenge you a little bit more by making the movement bigger, but so a similar movement, but we're going to be on the feet. So you're going to come onto your feet, you're going to open up, hands are on the foam roller. We're going to lean into one side. So keep the knees down, so you're lengthening into the front of the leg, and you're going to reach, especially that hand that's the same side as the bent leg. I want you to extend that arm on that hand on top of the other one. You're breathing in. On the exhalation, see if you can lengthen a little bit more. Do another 3. So you've got this option, or you continue with the other option, just breathing into the stretch. Two more. And 1 more. You're going to walk the hands up and over to the other side as you bend into that side. Reaching the hands forward to that side of the foam roller. Rest your head between your arms. You're breathing in and exhale. Keep those toes down on the mat. Breathing in and exhale. Coming up, you're going to speed the movement up if you want to. You're going to lunge to the first side, reach the arms to the opposite side of the roller, coming up and reach, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Let's breathe in and exhale. Last one and exhale. Bring your hands to the middle of the foam roller. Walk your feet in slightly and drop down onto the hands and knees, or the knees. Bring the foam roller back perpendicular on the mat and have a drink of water. We're going to finish with the lower back on the foam roller. So position the roller below your tailbone and just lower into a supine position. You're breathing in. On your inhalation, thrust the hips up to the ceiling, and you're going to position that roller in the small of the back. Now you're going to bring the knees over the hips, and we're going to slowly bicycle the legs. Support your head in your hands if you need to, and you're going to slowly bicycle for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now speed the movement up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow it down. 2, 3, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly. 4, 3, 2. Again, you speed it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more set. 2, 3, 4. Speed it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees to the chest. Rock the knees from side to side. So you're loosening up the lower back and into the neck. So nod the head as you move the legs. Doesn't really matter which direction. Back to the center. Let's extend one leg and just bounce the other knee towards the chest. Now, while that knee is in the chest, bring the other leg to the chest. If you're not comfortable in this position, you can do this without the foam roller in the lower back. But I love this position because it opens up across the front of the body, opening you up, bringing balance between the front and the back line of the body when we sit for long periods. So think of this as getting you, or you out of the chair, or the chair out of you. Whichever way you want to look at it. You're breathing in and exhale. As you exhale, try and melt into the foam roller. If you're not comfortable with the legs extended, rather than losing the foam roller, just bend the knees slightly, and you can still open up over the front line of the body, breathing in and exhaling. Finish off with one more and exhale. Hands on the foam roller, bring the knees back over the roller and just rock a few more times. If you want to extend the bottom leg, you can do so. Just get a little bit of movement into the leg. A little bit more release around the glutes and into the lower back. And finish off with one more. Back to the center. Your knees are over the foam roller. I want you to tuck your pelvis under, and you're going to slowly, slowly massage using the hands the foam roller out from underneath the lower back. And let's just reposition the foam roller underneath the neck. And a little bit of nodding from side to side. Lengthen the legs out. Nod that head. Hold on to the roller and a little bit of shearing from side to side, like we did earlier, just to release any tension in the neck. Let's bring the arms next to the ears. Now for this one, bend the knees and bring the feet flat. You're going to lift the tailbone and just rock. So you're massaging the muscles at the top of the arms, the deltoid, but make sure you keep the neck on the foam roller. And think of yourself getting a little bit of length into the neck, opening up into the vertebra in the neck. You're creating space that you can move into. Last 2 and 1. And drop the tailbone, the lower back onto the mat. Hug your knees to your chest and rock yourself to a seated position.
And that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video, and remember to subscribe.